It's been cool to push my body to the physical limit.
Your adrenaline is going so intensely and your body is reacting.
It's been a whirlwind.
I think because it all kind of just like happened so quickly, I felt like questioning whether I was like ready or not.
There's like a lot of imposter syndrome.
Yeah. Do I deserve to be here?
Yeah, was that like good enough?
That was like the scary part, you know? Am I gonna be okay after this?
This is our 22nd week of filming. It's crazy to think that we also did the pilot in September 2018.
Yeah.
Just feels like this job's been so like a part of our lives for so long.
This is the lot.
The trailers.
There's costumes over there.
Yeah.
And then another makeup wing over there.
Every morning we come to the trailer
At like 4:30 a.m.
and we spend like 45 minutes to like an hour in here. It's funny because you'd think that it's like, oh, these girls are just like burnt and dirty, but it takes a long time. They even put like eyelash glue on our foreheads to make it look like we're peeling. Like
I think I still have like blood on my legs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is.
You can see it.
It's like
Yeah, get in there.
Sometimes a shower is just not enough. We all kind of get our makeup done at the same time, and so we have like 5 minutes to like be in the trailer and like get dressed. And it's fun because we're all on the truck and like we're all like talking and laughing, and it's actually a really nice time to like come alive before you have to go on set.
These are some of the parts that have been used for the different bits and pieces of the plane. Our big plane
Pretty beat up.
crash. Yeah, girl, don't. It's gonna fall apart. It looks pretty bad.
I am extremely brand new to this industry. When I first got this, I was like, I feel so like out of my league. The very busy vibe of set really put me under a lot of pressure. Definitely spending a lot of time with Rain, and
We've had a lot of conversations.
having someone that's been in this industry, it's like I couldn't really ask for anyone better that knows this. And
Our trailers, we call them campers because they're basically campers with the New Zealand accent. The moment I felt like we all bonded as a cast was the mud scene. Because of however they made this fake mud, I was actually really stuck in the mud. Everybody really had to use all of their strength to get me out of the pit. Everybody really, because of how hard it was really able to live in that moment. We were able to show each other all of our acting chops, and I was able to admire everybody, which was really, really cool. There's a bed up there. She's always in it.
this spot's like my spot, you know?
Yeah, we can see because you're using it right now.
There's like a lot of imposter syndrome. Like, should I actually be doing this or not?
Do I deserve to be here?
Yeah, was that like good enough? I had the similar imposter syndrome thing, like being the only New Zealand cast member. It wasn't anything to do with the production, it was just like in myself, like felt like disposable in a way, which was stressful. But I also think for 5 months, living in a different city,
Away from
home, it's gonna be difficult. But I think I forgot that it's also really, really fun.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
How do I even get a guy to like me?
Oh, that's easy. You just stop paying attention to them and then they just like appear out of nowhere.
So this guy washed up, is he good for anything?
I took this role because like it was a challenge. Rachel, it's this character that is constantly in this aggressive state. Tunnel vision, always moving forward and determined, and I have that in me. When I first came here, it was very difficult for me to adjust in multiple ways, and you kind of feel like you're fighting, and you're finding it really hard to be heard. When this character has this fight scene where she's fighting her environment, herself, everybody that's around her, I kind of was just trying to tune in and channel that actually played into my scene on the cliff where she's like yelling at the girls, like, why aren't you fighting to get back home?
Don't look at me like you think I've lost my mind, like I'm some angry girl losing her for no reason. Real life is out there and I have no clue why I'm the only one fighting to get it back.
Constantly be in that state was a challenge for me, but I was just preparing myself to get into that mode and then to find out the complexities of this powerful young Black woman. That's really, really dope.
This is the props. This is everything that we use, touch, and play with.
Lego. I need these in my mouth right now. Oh Lord, it's like a miracle.
Those are so much better than hot Cheetos.
Oh my God.
I would
That
kill
was
for
so
a bag
much
of those.
fun. They would like gave us this spit bucket because they were like, if you don't want to eat the Takis, you can just spit them out.
Dude, I had to like shovel them into my mouth for this scene in 104, and I was like,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Let's go. Hey, we're gonna take you to Dawn of Eve headquarters set. This is where Gretchen, played by the lovely Rachel Griffiths, comes to stalk us a little bit. We were singing Razor Glass by Pink.
That was a rough night when we were out there. That was our first time on a night shoot. There were bats flying around there, and we were just like, get the scene done, guys.
You got the huge light so you can see every animal.
Yeah.
Rachel, I'm ready. No, stop. It's good, I swear, Nora. I'm not expecting you to free dive in open water, okay?
It's definitely the most challenging project I've done in a lot of ways. Like physically, we've pushed ourselves so hard.
In hindsight, enjoyable times are like when we in the ocean. It was the scene from the pilot. We were rescuing Jeanette and Leah from the water and just like sprinting in and out of like waist deep, crazy like ocean for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And it was so draining, but like it's like exhilarating. Yeah, it's exhilarating.
Whenever we're on the island, there's definitely another character of the weather and just the environment and these beaches, particularly water scenes. I find it that I just like get out of my head because like there's like actually an obstacle that you're working against.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to give over to whatever that is.
No acting necessary. What we're about to show you is the dorm room where we get interrogated later by the agents, where we are trapped.
Each character, it's mainly the same, but like things get moved around a little bit and like
different colors. Like I don't have this
I don't
color.
have orange.
And sometimes this isn't there. I'm pretty sure this.
They take the walls out depending on what angle they want to shoot on. They can move everything around.
A place to sleep and think about
The torture we've been through.
It's emotionally and like mentally stressful, but like I really feel like that's going to bring this element to life, that adolescence is a struggle.
These characters go through some really hard situations and just trying to tap into that was incredibly challenging. The stuff that Dot had to do with her father, those were the most difficult ones, trying to figure out that parental relationship and just hard stuff. There was really no kind of real prep that I had to do right before the scene because I had such a good connection with Greg, who played my dad. He'd start and I would just bawl instantly.
There was a scene where I was talking to my dad, having to like be afraid of a father figure. You get yourself all riled up and then you do the take and then like, okay, great, we're gonna do that again. You're like, okay. So then you have to stay in the zone and you can't let it go, so you have to like hold on to it. I think that I can just go home, like take my costume off and just resume life as always, but then it's hard to like sometimes drop it and let it go.
Sometimes you just have to like push through and like find a way to, whether that's physically, like whether it's a big physical gesture of like shaking the feeling out of your body or just like putting a hot towel in your face or something. Showers.
I find like putting my jewelry back on, like the jewelry that I wear all the time, like I never take these rings off. So when I come home, like the ritual of putting the rings on, like connecting back with like my life and who I am.
The hardest scene I had to film was with my mother when I find her just like f***ed up and had to clean her up. I felt myself like really feeling it as if it was happening to me, and I could feel myself like getting emotional, and that was like the scary part.
I cried for a good 10 minutes after I did mine outside.
Straight to my trailer, and I just like, and I never liked this too, and I felt so bad. I shut the door and I was just like,
I feel like the hardest scenes though are the most rewarding because they're so challenging and you just accepted that challenge.
And when you kill it, it's like
walk away from it like.
I looked at myself, I was like, I have that in me. I have that determined, aggressive part of me where it's like, no bullshit, you know.
Like
but
that conversation with yourself to really, you
and I
can
was
do
like,
it.
okay, I know that I do this, that this is a part of me.
the biggest thing that I learned on this job is that like the power's in me.
It's all within you.
It's all within me.
It's like the most rewarding feeling. Like this is like the one time I can be like, I did it. Like I'm proud of myself.
what drew me to this was like how powerful these women are. Like they're on this island and they're still joking and adapting and finding their power in this really difficult situation, and the strength just like shines through each of these women.
Things that go on in the female experience as we're growing up really are traumatizing.
And honestly, I see a lot of elements in everybody's character of myself. I would really love for the audience to really understand that you're not alone in some certain situation.
That's kind of what I want for people that watch is like, especially young women, you are so powerful, and like everything that you think and have to say is so important. You should never feel like you can't because of societal pressures.
And then at the end of the day, you come out here and you're all sandy and like dirty from the day, and then you just get to like come back to yourself.
Moments right before we start rolling, when they're still setting up cameras and stuff, and one person will start singing, someone else will join in. We have a lot of singing parties.
Chicken in the pit.
The tension's so high, the material is so sensitive, and so it's just so nice to have that comedic, like, oh wait, we don't have to take this so seriously.
We're okay, like, it's all good.
This is Ed Wild, director of The Wilds.
Hey!
And TV.
Toilet mover, prop man. He does it all.
Usually when we're on set, it's like very go, go, go. You forget how close you've become because you've spent so much time together, and then you really realize that, wow, man, I love you guys.
This is down, this is up.
Thanks for joining us on our set tour. Please make sure you watch The Wilds.
Yes.
And we really hope you love it.
We put a lot of time, effort, and love into this show and hard work. And we hope you guys see it, and then it all pays off.
Look at this. This is what it's like working on a studio.